Hello everyone. In our previous lesson we have seen how to export CSV data using Python and CX Oracle. So in today's lesson we are going to see how to use Excel object or Excel library to export Oracle database to an Excel file. So this is a kind of universal exporter where we will use um, Excel library object like XLX Writer or Excel WT. So there are two kind of libraries. One is Excel WT, one is XLX Writer. Excel WT is a very old library which actually use older version of Excel which has only row capacity of 65,536. But XLSX Writer is a library which actually have a row capacity of more than 10 lakhs, which is post Oracle, post MS Office 2007. So we are going to use here XLS Writer and we'll be using CX Oracle. Now before that we want to make you something, few points like how to get this CX Oracle library or XLS Writer library. So if you have CX Oracle library in your system, first what you need to check, whether CX Oracle library is importable by Python. So first we are using here Red Hat Linux 6.7 version, and we'll be using PuTTY to connect to the Red Hat Linux. So I'm connecting to PuTTY, and first I'm going to check whether this is my Python, and first I will check whether CX Oracle libraries are importing or not. Sorry, there is a spelling mistake, it is a case sensitive, so it is importing. Next I will check whether XLSX Writer is importing. Okay, so it is importing. So now if it is not importing, if the library is not present, how you can import this? You can use PIP, one of the Python library. There is a Python library called PIP. So if you write PIP install CX Oracle, so this will actually, okay, so because the library is also already installed, so it is showing that just go above and see. So I've just pressed Ctrl C. So okay, requirement already satisfied. Okay, so use -- for upgrade. So it is already installed. The next one is PIP install XLX Writer. Now the second point is the library may not work if you don't have the Oracle instant client library. So you need the Oracle instant client library. In that case, what you have to do, if you don't have it, you need to download this. This is the latest version, which is 11. I'm using 11 version 11G. You can also download the 12C also. So this version I have installed from the Oracle download center. If you need one Oracle account with your email ID and password, you have to register and create one, otherwise you cannot download this. So you have to install this, and next what you have to do, you have to edit this file on your home directory .rc, and you have to add this line: ld library path equal to user lib is a path Oracle 11.2. if you use 12c, it will be 12.1. client 64 because it is a 64-bit computer, 64-bit machine, that's why it's client 64. lib you have to add this path as LD library path and export the LD library path. If you don't do this, you cannot use CX Oracle library. Now we will go to the program. Now this is a universal exporter. All you need to do, you need to provide the username, password and IP address of your Oracle database and port number and your Oracle service name. So you will call it with this cxoracle.connect. Now this is the main cursor, which is actually taking all the table names from the table user tab columns. So this is a very important table which consists of all the column names, table names and its respective column names. So if I write select start from user tab columns, you can see all the table names and respective column names. So when you are logging to your current user, okay, in this case it is HR/HR. So in that it will display the number of tables and its number of columns, respective columns it has. So I am telling select distinct table name, count column name, call count from user tab column. So it will order by, and there is also an order by, group by table name, order by table name. So it will give the number of columns within a table and the name of the table. Then I am opening the workbook with the library XLX writer and giving the name of the file. If you are using XLWT, which is an older version, you can give, it is commented here, XLWT workbook, and you have to give an encoding with UTF-8. Then this is the main cursor, okay, which is actually taking one table name, okay, opening that. See, it is tab 0. So what will be in the tab 0? In tab 0 there will be table name. So every sheet will be opened with the name of the table name. Then we open the cursor, okay, name of the cursor called cur. Then we execute the command select statement, like select distinct column name, column ID from user tab columns where table name equal to tab 0 ordered by column ID. Now let us see what exactly it's doing and what is exactly there. Column ID is the, if we check for the column ID, okay, let us first do one thing. Okay, let us give the table, then you can understand. 1,3. See, company details. So we have, say, this is the column ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in table, when you display, when we will select from the table, say company details, the column will come in the same order that is mentioned here. See, factory ID, factory name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let us check this together. Factory ID, factory name, address 1, address 2, PSPO. Factory ID, factory name, address 1, address 2, PSPO. So we are doing the same thing here. We are ordering it by column ID. Okay. So now we are taking the column as 0 row as 0 and taking one column name description, column name equal to blank. There is a print statement like exporting table name. Then there is an inner loop, which is actually what it is doing. It is concatenating the column. So it will be like, if you go to this one, it will be like factory ID, comma factory name, comma factory address 1, comma factory address 2, comma factory address PSPO, comma until the last one. Okay, and what it will do, there is a condition like if C less than tab 1. What is tab 1? Tab is the column count. If you see here, tab 0 is the column table name and tab 1 is the column count. So if C is less than tab 1 minus 1, then in that case we concatenate the comma, which will actually prevent the last comma to be appended. Okay, then we are increasing this column count, C equal to C plus 1, and see what is actually sheet 1 dot write do. Sheet 1 dot write into the cell with an index of row and column. Okay, the row is fixed in this case within this loop, but the column is increasing, which will actually writing horizontally to each column. Then we are okay, so this will be not there. This we did for testing. To remove this, just follow the index. Okay, so this is the loop, this is all the inner syntax, and this is after the loop we close the calc, okay, which is actually used to concatenate the column names. Then we initialize again the row to 1, again open the cursor with con.cursor, and in this case what we are doing, we are selecting from the table name as we did here for select star from company details. Select call name. The call name means the call name will be in order. If you have given select star, that also doesn't matter, but we have given this as a precaution, because if you have given select star, the column name will be as the same order as it is mentioned in column ID. Okay, but since we have written in the heading heading column in the sheet on the first row, which is row 0, and concatenate the column, so you have used that column concatenation here. So we select fit from the table. Now we run another loop for row in car. Okay, initializing column to 0, but row is started from 1, which is right the below row after the heading row. Now we have used the range function, which actually takes the column count, that is tab 1. So it will be from 0 to, if the tab 1 column count is set in, so it will be 0 to 9, and writing the table value. Okay, here by the index. Okay, we can even see this is dynamic in case, because if we have written other than using this loop, which is I in range, we have to mention like in hard coding like row 0, row 1, and it is not, we cannot determine that how many columns a particular table contains. So this is dynamic, it is taking the column count of the table and running from 0 to column count minus 1. Okay, writing in every cell in that particular row all the records, all the column value of that record. Okay, here we are within this loop, we are increasing the column count, and after the loop ends we increase the row count, which will again go to this loop. Okay, again go to the next record, again it will go through the columns from 0 to column minus 1, again write all the values. Okay, increasing the column count, because the column count is initialized to 0 every time. Then we close this cursor. Okay, so it is closed, and after that we close the main tab cursor, which will actually controlling the table name, this one. and at last we close the connection and close the book. Now we will run this export.py and export from one of the schema. And for this lesson we are going to use a small schema which have a few number of tables, only 3 tables, so that I can show you in a more faster way. So this is the schema which is known as Supro, and it has cost 3 tables. Let us first see what is in the table. There is a song database. Okay, so these 3 tables will be exported to an Excel file. Okay, so let us change this to, just go here and first we'll move to super user. Export py, change this to and name will be export say supro.xlsx. Now we will run export.py. Okay, again I have not removed that print statement from here. I want to make it a little bit confusionless, so let us remove this from here. Okay, so now as I can see the document is created in home Oracle documents. So we'll go to there. As you can see, this is the Oracle user, and we will search for this export Supro. Sorry. It's a bit slow. Okay, so you can see there are 3 sheets. Okay, album, song and video, 3 tables produce 3 sheets, and it is saved in a Excel file. So now we will, just for your convenience, I will generate a larger. Okay, we'll go to this again and change this to a different username. Run this again. Okay, let us change the file name, say HR. So we'll come back after this complete. Since it is a big file and a lot of data is there, so right now not possible to open that file. Okay, also it's taking a longer time to process, so don't not have enough time. So I'll just provide my this code. I'll upload it in my Google Drive. You can and give you this shareable link. You can download it and go through that and use that. Just changing the IP address, username, password, and service name. You can comment on my section if you have faced any problem regarding this. I'll try to help you as much as possible. Thank you very much.